So you think you know how to cruise. You think you know what you enjoy on a cruise. What's good and what's bad. Well, I have cruise comments. They're going to let you know how you're doing it wrong. So let's get into what every cruiser wants. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video and another episode of what every cruiser wants. I'm going to read you 3 cruise comments that people have written in where they have spoken to everybody, where they speak for everybody, and they know what people really want, even if you don't know that that's what you want. All right, so we're going to hop right in here with our first comment, and we're going to be talking about sea days versus port days, because according to this comment, cruisers, they don't want days at sea. They only want days at port. You don't want time to relax on the Lido deck, relax on your balcony, just kick back and have a casual day, enjoy the ship. You don't want that. You only want port days, at least according to this person. Statement of fact for you and the beards. Just got off the Celebration new ship, and we had 2 long sea days coming back to Miami. And I can tell you, most of the passengers were ready to get off the ship because there were no more ports. Carnival needs more itineraries that have only days in the islands, not days with nothing to do at sea, in my humble opinion, and the opinion of others I spoke with on our roll call. So this person wants more days in port, no more days at sea, and according to them, most of the passengers on the Carnival Celebration, well, they agreed with them. And now this part makes me a little curious because the Celebration, it's a big ship. It's an XL class ship. I'm curious, how do you know that the majority of people on that ship were not enjoying their sea days? Did you run around? Did you ask them? Or are you just assuming because you didn't enjoy them that nobody else must have enjoyed them? A good example of just because they may not like something, they may not care for something, obviously no one else likes it either. No one else cares for it either. But let's throw the question out there because, you know, we don't speak for everybody here at this channel. What do you guys think? Do you enjoy days at sea? Or do you want to see the sea days go away and have it just straight port after port after port? I think that would be a little tiring. I happen to enjoy a little relaxation, little time on board the ship. After all, I'm on vacation, but I only speak for me, so you guys let me know what you think. Sea days, yes, or sea days, no, and more ports. All right, now for our second comment, this one, it's just purely off the wall. And to me, it's an example of why would you think this and why would you write this? But you know, sometimes the littlest thing can hurt somebody's feelings. Now, a little preface to this particular comment. This is about Carnival brand ambassador John Heald. He just took a cruise on the Carnival Magic, and while he was on board, he had different activities and stuff with the guests on board the ship. Well, apparently this particular passenger does not feel she was given the attention she deserved. I am seriously considering writing to the higher ups. You advertised that this would be a cruise with you, and it was far from that. When you walked into the Ocean Bar, the band were playing some really fun music. I am a solo cruiser, as I told you. I asked you to dance with me. You refused. I was embarrassed, and you left me feeling forsaken. These are your true colors, I guess. So someone from the ship, even if it was the brand ambassador, didn't stop and dance with you. So your solution is to write to the higher ups, to the heads of Carnival Corporation, to let them know you didn't get your way. You didn't get what you wanted. Because apparently you believe that if you book a cruise with an individual, that entire cruise is spent with that individual, you know, talking celebrity type wise. And so your answer to that is to put out this kind of comment. I don't know. To me, it's a little stalkery. To me, it's possibly a little unhinged. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. I mean, what do y'all think? Is this person in their right mind? Or was this person's expectations not met and they should have been? And finally, the safes inside your cabin. Now, this next comment, which talks about safes inside your cabin, it's not really a complaint. It's not really written in a horrible way or a horrible manner. I'm just not really sure that this is really an issue or a problem on board cruise ships. At least it's not one I've come across. But let's take a look at it and you guys can help me decide. We are just back from a most enjoyable cruise on the Dream. There was one very upsetting part of the experience which I was told to share with you. We recently purchased a 13-inch notebook computer and it would not fit in the room safe. The room safe was too small. They are past the sell-by date. Check out most hotels and other cruise ships that have the bigger safe option. Carnival needs to get with the times. I'm sure I will not be the only one with this complaint. Thank you. Definitely not one of the horrible comments that we read. Definitely not stalkery like our previous one, but they are talking about they feel that the room safe wasn't big enough for their computer, and I'm curious to know if anybody else has an issue where they don't feel the safe is big enough. Now me, I take cameras, camera equipment, I have a laptop that I take with me on any time I go on cruises. That's how I make my videos, upload my stuff while I'm on board a ship, and as a general rule, I don't even lock that stuff up in the safe. I mean, as far as the safe goes, I put my car keys, I put my wallet, my passports, and important documentation in the safe. That way I know it's secured and I know where all that stuff is. But even my computers and my cameras, I generally either have right there in the cabinet or sitting directly on the desk. The room steward comes in and out of the room, cleans. I have never had a problem, never had an issue, and never felt like I needed to watch out that the room steward could be in my room touching and taking things. I just never had that, never felt that, and it's never been an honest concern for me. But I'm curious, do other people put, stuff like that in the safe? Do you feel the safe needs to be bigger? Or are you like me and you just kind of leave it out on the desk and have no real concern that the room steward's going to steal from you, because that's pretty much the only other person that's going to be in your cabin. But you guys let me know what you think about cruise lines and their room safes. All right, and that is going to be our video today for what every cruiser wants. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great Saturday and a really great weekend. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.